You know who you are?
Steeven is my name.
Even Steven.
Will you say something, Steven?
Steven Orhouse Media.
Well, guess what? I hadn't been recording over on my Audacity.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna have to do this intro one more time.
Okay. Yeah, I've been recording, but it only gets mine anyway. So
yeah,
go for it, man.
Hey folks, it's your boy, Steven. Wow, that sounded pretty dumb. Anyway, I am just here to introduce a very special episode of the Superman Super Show. See, back in April, Ed and I got together to record an episode of my podcast, Just Another Fanboy, and we ended up talking for nearly 2 hours. And within those 2 hours, we played this game in which I challenged Ed's Golden Age Superman knowledge, or at least to see what he may have retained inside that massive brain of his from the Superman books we have read during our first year here at the Superman Super Show. And I thought it would be fun to take that recording of us playing the game and share it here with all of you. Now, if you want to hear the full 2 hours of Ed and I talking about all sorts of fun and interesting topics, just go on over to Just Another Fanboy. Episode number 317 is up now, and that contains the first half of our conversation. And then episode 318 will drop tomorrow, and that contains the second half. Anyway, here's the game, some of which, at least the stuff leading up to it, has been edited just a bit, for pacing and such and all that. But again, the full unedited version can be found over at Just Another Fanboy. Enjoy! But we're going to play a little thing called Steven's Game. And because as of today, the day that we are streaming live, you and I are actually celebrating a little anniversary. The podcast we do together, the Superman Super Show, it turned 1 year old today.
Yep.
And so what I thought I would do is create this thing that I call Steven's Game and make it all about Golden Age Superman and primarily the stuff that we've read. Nothing that we haven't done yet. So
right.
That's what we're going to do right now.
Now we're going to see how bad my memory is.
See, that's what I think is going to be fun about it. See, now I'm not going to be playing the game with you. I'm like the host. So ultimately you are just competing against yourself.
Right.
Really.
Okay. Gotcha.
The game consists of 3 rounds. Each round is worth a number of points. And by the end of the game, you have the potential to earn 100 points. So, are you ready to give this game a try?
No, let's go.
All right, we're going to start with round 1. I'm calling it Superman Super Trivia. So I'm going to give you 5. We're going to go through 5 Golden Age Superman trivia questions. Each question is worth 5 points. So during round 1, you have the potential to earn 25 points. They are going to be multiple choice, so makes it a little bit easier on you.
Okay.
And all right, let's do this. Here we go. Question number 1. What was Jimmy Olsen's first job at the Daily Planet? Was it A, the janitor, B, the office boy, C, the photographer, or D, foreign correspondent?
Let's go with B, office boy.
B, office boy. That is correct. And actually, before we go any further, had to find a pen because I want to make sure I
tally
up your score. All right.
Hey,
question number 2.
You're talking about anniversaries. There's another anniversary today.
Okay.
Action number 1 came out. Just
That's right.
There's a couple years ago, but you know.
Yeah, because that was kind of the point when you're the one that came up with the idea when we were talking about doing the Superman Super Show. I was ready to start it. I don't know what, almost a month earlier, and you said, "Well, wait a minute, isn't there anniversary coming up here in April? And why don't we kick off episode 1 on that anniversary?" Now, since then, I've learned that anniversary date. What is today? Is it the 18th?
16th?
April 8th
or 18th?
Yeah, April 18th. That's kind of a hotly contested.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, you ready for question number 2?
Let's go.
What was the original name of the Daily Planet? Was it the Daily Star? B, the Daily Mail? C, the Daily Sun? Or D, the Daily Rios?
Peter, are you out there? Help. Let's go with the A, the Daily Star.
It is A, the Daily Star.
All right.
By the way, if you haven't picked up on it yet, another tip for you is that D is always going to be a joke answer.
And Parton picked the Daily Rios, by the way, so he
he would
have missed that one. So
fun. See, because I'm sharing the this presentation, I can't see the comments right now, so I won't be able to see them until we're done with the game. All right, question number 3. The co-creator and original artist of Superman, Joe Shuster, modeled the Metropolis skyline after what city? Is it A, Montreal, B, Toronto, C, Quebec, or D, a combination of all 3?
I think I'll go with B, Toronto.
And you are correct. B, Toronto.
All right.
So far, you got 3 out of 3.
No doubt.
Question number 4. The Ultra-Humanite has his brain transplanted into the body of which actress? Is it A, Dolores Claiborne, B, Dolores Fuller, C, Dolores Winters, or D, Bette Midler?
Well, if it was Bette Midler, that would explain quite a bit about her, but I don't think it was Bette Midler. Let's go with C, Dolores Winters.
C, Dolores Winters. Good job so far.
I'm kind of surprised myself. I was hoping that you would go with other first names because I remembered her first name was Dolores. So I'm like,
that's why I did that.
It's not Kathy. It's not Eustace. It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to make it too easy for you. All right, here's the final question in round 1. What is the name of the Daily Star's rival newspaper? Is it A, the Morning Edition, B, the Morning Star, C, the Morning Pictorial, or D, Good Morning America?
Let's go with B, the Morning Star.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Pictorial, boo.
So for round 1, you got 20 out of the 25 points.
All right.
Okay, round 2. This is something I'm calling Action Comics or Superman. This one's going to be pretty easy because really it's a 50-50 type of thing here. I'm going to show you 5 scenes from that I randomly chose from the various Golden Age Superman comics that we have read in our first year. Your job then is going to have to determine, did it come out of Action Comics or did it come out of Superman? Now, again, this is going to be kind of a 50-50 thing, really. And I'm actually not only going to show you the scene, I'm also going to give you the title of the story.
Oh, okay.
Each one of these are also 5 points each. So for round 2, you, like round 1, you have the potential to earn 25 points. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Carnahan's Heir. Is this from Action Comics or from Superman?
Let's go Action Comic.
Action Comics number 24.
Right.
Do you remember this one at all?
I don't remember the title, but I do remember the scene.
The millionaire that was dying and asked Superman to mentor his son, who was a drunkard and a gambler.
Yep.
That's a pretty good one. All right, so that's 5 points so far.
Well, that's fairly recent, too.
Yeah. Luther's Incense Menace. Is this an Action Comic story or a Superman story?
I'll go Action Comics.
Oh, this comes out of Superman number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one where Luther put like some kind of addictive controlling substance in this incense.
Right, yeah.
Clark would go and interview people and what smells similar than all the other places I've been. All right, next one. Wanted, Superman. Is this from Action Comics or from Superman?
I'll go Superman.
This is Action Comics number 9.
Okay. My 50-50 is not working.
Do you remember this story, though? Very early on, Superman had basically pissed off the government.
Oh,
so
yes.
he became like one of America's most wanted. And then this policeman, detective from another city, came in to capture him.
Right, yes, okay.
All right. Superman champions universal peace. Is this an Action Comics or a Superman comic?
Let's go Superman.
Superman issue number 2. I don't quite remember this one. I think this is the one with the guys who were selling weapons. That's about all I can remember. I don't remember this one all that well.
Yeah, it's not bringing anything to mind for me either.
Okay, so that was 5 points. All right, last one for this round. The Economic Enemy. Is this from Action Comics or from Superman?
Action Comic.
Superman number 4.
Hey.
This one,
2 for 5.
I said it was going to be easy because it was just a 50-50, but I don't know that I would have been guessing on all 5 of those as well. I wouldn't have known. The Luther one, maybe, because I feel like most of the Luther stories came out of Superman, but I know some of them were in Action Comics as well. All right, so that takes us to our third and final round, which I'm calling Pick That Quip. So this is my favorite. This is going to be my favorite one. So as we both know, Superman in the Golden Age can be rather quippy. And so what I've done is I've picked 5 panels, one panel from 5 different stories, basically, in which Superman is quipping. But I've taken the text out of the word balloon.
Oh no.
Now,
okay.
I haven't made this impossible for you. So here's what I'm going to do. Your job will be to determine what he's saying, what his quip is. But I'm going to tell you which story it came out of. I'm going to tell you which issue that story came out of. I'm going to tell you which episode we talked about that story. I'm going to give you the episode description that's out there on the internet for the episode. I'm going to give you a little backstory so you can get some context as far as why he's doing what he's doing in the panel. But I'm also going to make this multiple choice. I'm going to give you 4 quips to choose from for each panel, and you have to choose the one.
Okay.
Each one of these is worth 10 points. So this is the big round. You could earn up to 50 points in this round.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Panel number 1. This panel comes from the story in Action Comics number 21. And the story was Superman and the Atomic Disintegrator. We talked about this story in episode number 30 back on November 28th, 2022. And I should mention that the dates are the dates that the episode was released, not the date that we recorded the episode. So here is the episode description that I had put out there when I posted the episode. A scientist invents a powerful weapon in his apartment. The Ultrahumanite uses a cat to steal the weapon, and Superman fights a pair of robots. So the backstory here to this panel is that Superman is being blackmailed by the Ultrahumanite, and he is sent into town to steal the crown jewels. And he's doing this in exchange for the man who invented the atomic disintegrator, who Ultra has kidnapped.
Okay.
So Superman heads into town, and then the Ultrahumanite narcs him out to the cops. What we got going on here is Superman is hanging from a window ledge as the cops open fire, shooting him in the back. So pick the quip. Is Superman saying, "The mosquitoes sure are aggressive around here. Thanks, fellas, I've been needing a good back massage. I wish you'd stop shooting bullets at me, I'm ticklish." Or, "I'm going to come down there and kill every single one of you"?
Let's go with "Thanks, fellas, I've been needing a good back massage."
Incorrect. I wish you'd stop shooting bullets at me. I'm ticklish. All right. Here's panel number 2. This comes from the story The Challenge of Luthor from Superman issue number 4. We talked about this story on episode number 33 on December 19th of 2022. And here is the episode description. Luthor challenges Superman to 3 contests. One of speed, one of strength, and one of resistance to injury. But does Luthor have an ulterior motive? The backstory here is that Luthor and his minions have kidnapped Professor Martinson for reasons I actually don't remember. But to get Professor Martinson back, Superman accepts a challenge from Luthor to compete in various tests to see which is better, Luthor's brain or Superman's brawn. Superman wins each of the contests, and as the text in the panel states, seizing Martinson, Superman leaps back toward the city. And then as you can see, Martinson, who is tucked under Superman's arm, declares, "I must be dreaming." So pick the quip. What is Superman saying? "With your eyes wide open? Do you want me to pinch you? Tell the Sandman I said hi." Or, "I'm going to kill you."
Do you want me to pinch you?
No, with your eyes wide open.
Okay.
Such a dumb one. It's so stupid. All right. Panel number 3. I'm sure you recognize this one.
Oh yeah.
This panel comes from the story The Campaign Against the Planet from Superman issue number 5. We talked about this on episode number 42 from February 20th of this year. And here's the episode description. It's newspaper against newspaper as war breaks out in Metropolis. Can Superman protect the Daily Planet from an evil politician turned media mogul? The backstory here is that gangsters have just snatched Lois Lane, and tossing her in their car, they speed away. Superman then leaps forward and grabs hold of the bottom of the car, riding along underneath. And as the text in the panel states, as the auto climbs a curb at the end of its journey, Superman's head bumps against the curb, smashing it. So, pick the quip. Is Superman saying, "Just a good scalp massage. Just doing my part to fix potholes. I've always been hard-headed." Or, "I'm going to kill this road"?
How about just a good scalp massage?
Yes!
Right.
10 points. All right. Panel number 4. This panel comes from Action Comics number 27. The story is Brentwood Home, or Wayward Youth.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this on episode 47, just back on March 27th. And here's the episode description. Lois and Clark investigate the Brentwood Home for Wayward Youth. Lois is thrown in a cell, and Superman leaves a dog in a tree. The backstory here is that Superman has just entered the grounds of the Brentwood Home for Wayward Youth. When the guard dog, bonus points, do you remember the guard dog's name?
Rufus.
Black Satan leaps upon his back. And as the text in the panel states, ferociously the hound bites at Superman. But to its puzzlement, its sharp fangs leave no impression upon the Man of Steel's super tough skin. So, pick the quip. Is Superman saying, "You need a ticket for this ride. Now, don't get discouraged. Don't break your teeth. Or, I'm going to kill this dog"?
Let's try. Now, don't get discouraged.
Correct.
All right.
All right, last one. This is for all the bacon.
Now, this was the one where they had all the stuff in the basement,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I could have done all 5 quips just from that one story.
Wow. Yeah, that was.
It was a pretty crazy one. All right, this panel comes from Action Comics number 19. The story was Superman and the Purple Plague. We talked about this on episode number 26 back in October 10th, 2022, and here is the episode description. People in Metropolis turn purple and then die. What or who could be behind the Purple Plague, and how can Superman put a stop to it? So the backstory here is that a scientist named Travers has created an antidote for the Purple Plague, but then he's kidnapped. Superman is attacked while trying to rescue Travers, and as the text in the panel states, wading into the terrified muscle man, Superman flings them about as if they were bowling pins. So, pick the quip. Is Superman saying, "Oh, they fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Round and round they go, where they stop nobody knows. Hang on, boys, I'm taking you for a ride." Or, "I'm going to kill all 3 of you"?
Hang on, boys, I'm taking you for a ride.
Oh, that is incorrect. Oh, they fly through the air with the greatest of ease.
Boo.
So that's it. That's the game. Let's see. You
50
earned
points.
50 points.
50 out of 100.
You got a 50%, brother.
Yep.
That was fun.
That shows you I just read them and move on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I would have done fine in the trivia round. But the rest of them, I don't know that I would have done that great. Especially the quip round. I mean, some of those aren't easy, but it was fun.
Yep.
There you go, folks. That was Steven's game. If you enjoyed the game and want to hear more of it going forward over at Just Another Fanboy, just let me know. If you want me to do more trivia type games like that, let me know. It's not something that I can do all that often because it takes a bit of time to put it all together, but I sure did enjoy doing it this time with the Golden Age Superman trivia with Ed. And even more so, I am quite pleased with how it all came out. Now, before I let you go, I'll just remind you that if you want to hear the full 2-hour conversation that Ed and I recorded, the first half is up now. It's episode number 317 of Just Another Fanboy. And the second half, episode 318, drops tomorrow. So yeah, head on over to Just Another Fanboy and subscribe and all of that fun stuff. Next week, we will get back to more Golden Age Superman as Ed and I discuss the third story to appear in Superman number 8 from November of 1940. And that story is called The Carnival Crooks. which sounds pretty darn exciting. Until then, folks, my name is Steven, and this was the Superman Super Show. Bye. We want to thank you for listening to this episode of the Superman Super Show. Questions and comments can be directed to the supermansupershow at gmail.com. If you enjoyed the show, you can help to boost our presence online by leaving a rating or review on your favorite podcast app. The Superman Super Show is a presentation of Steven or Else Media. For more nerdy content just like this, check out stevenorelse.com or just use the link in your show notes. Superman is a registered trademark of DC Comics and was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine.
Superman's bad. I mean, he was bad.
Extreme cold weather advisory in effect this morning.
You're a contractor. You have a contract.
All right, guys, come on. Let's do this.
A little snow and ice isn't stopping you. Not today, not any day. Shouldn't your flashing tape be working through it all too? Only Frog Tape Pro Grade flashing tapes, high-performance acrylic adhesive, sticks, re-sticks, and stays stuck, even on the roughest surfaces in rain, snow, heat, and more. So you stay in control when it matters most. Show weather who's boss with Frog Tape Pro Grade flashing tape.